Cylinders. Topic, surface area and volume of cylinders. Learning target, I can find the surface area and volume of cylinders. First off, a cylinder has two circles, and with that circle comes the same radius and diameter relationship that we had before. And then it's two circles, and then there's space in between, which makes the height. Some cylinder shapes, we got batteries, pots, markers, cans, paper towel rolls, a drum, things like that. Those are all cylinder shaped. Next we have our formulas. So we have our surface area formula, which is 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. And then we have our volume formula, which is pi r squared h. Now, one really important thing to remember is, one, r is the radius. So the radius is on the circle portion. So depending on how the cylinder is, it's either upright or on its side. The radius is always going to be on the circle part. And then the height, I do want you to write this on your paper, the height is the distance between the two circles. So here you can see the height is on the side, it's the distance between those two circles. With the cylinder laying down, the height would be here, the distance between the two circles. In class today, you were given a grade 7 formula sheet. I would like you to have that out right now. And I would like you to look. The surface area formula and the volume formula that are on your paper are different than the ones that I gave you. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to cross off those ones. Cross it off, cross it off. Just put big squiggly marks, X's through it. And I want you to add the new formulas. So go ahead and pause this screen and add those formulas. So let's practice finding the surface area of a cylinder. Surface area, we need the radius and the height. So that's your first step. Identify the radius and the height for the given cylinder. So if we look on the circle portion is our radius. We have that 5 centimeters. And then the height is that distance between the two circles. So that is that 11 centimeters. So now we are going to plug those values into our surface area formula. So we have surface area equals 2 times pi times r squared. So our r is 5 plus 2 times pi times our radius times our height. So once we have that all written down, we can plug that into our calculator. All right, so let's type that into our calculator. We have 2. Now you can put the parentheses or you can use the times button. Either one. So we have 2 times pi times r squared. So this button right here that has the red highlight around it, that's your square button. So you can just click that and it'll square it. And then plus 2 times pi times our radius 5 times 11. So it gives us 502.4. So that's if you use the times. So I'm just going to show you how to use it with the parentheses. So if you want to use the parentheses, you can, and it will give you the same answer. So we have 2, and then your parentheses are above the 8 and 9. So parentheses 3.14, and then parentheses 5 squared, and then plus 2 in parentheses 3.14, and then times 5 times 11. So that's how you would use the parentheses, and again, it does give you the same answer. So you might find it easier to just use the times button, but either option works. So our surface area is 502.4, and it is centimeters squared. Surface area is centimeters squared. One last example, let's do volume. We're going to use our volume formula here. Identify the radius and height for the given cylinder. Right now I'd like you to tell me those answers in Edpuzzle. Your radius is always on the circle. So if we look on the circle, we're given not our radius, we're given our diameter. So we know our diameter is 18. And remember, our radius is half of our diameter. Our diameter divided by 2. So our radius would be 18 divided by 2, which is 9. So our radius is 9 kilometers. And then our height. That height is that distance between the two circles. So that distance between the two circles is also 9 kilometers. So now volume, we plug our variables in. We have volume equals 3.14 times r squared times height, so times 9 again. So again, we're going to open up our calculator and we're going to type that in. So 3.14, again, you can use the times button or parentheses, 9 squared times 9, and we get 2,289.06. And volume is kilometers cubed. Cubic for volume. So that is how you find the surface area and volume of a cylinder. You can go ahead and do your practice.